Hello and welcome to the JackDrag0n Cave. Here we are on Tuesday night, and I got something really bizarre going on because of the Lamania preview. There are probably more streamers on right now than you could imagine. And of course, I wasn't invited to the party on Lamania, but that's okay. I'm a newbie content creator, and I don't have the creds, that these other people do. But I want to show you a little bit of the madness that's going on here in the JackDrag0n Cave, and this is where having this free cam comes in. Free cam, not freak cam, but free cam. Kind of comes in handy, and you might be hearing this already in the background, but you ain't seen nothing yet. So yeah, there's 3 monitors with 6 different streamers. Not all of them were doing the Lamania preview. And then, got this one over here, a couple more streamers, and they're not doing, one of them's not doing the Lamania preview, but it did originally have 2 streamers. And then, of course, here's the pièce de résistance with another 6. At one point, I had as many as, and they were all at one point different streamers. So I had 14 different streams going on with volume, so I could maybe catch something that might have been interesting or whatever, and learn, get their first impressions of the new Dampier race on Lamania, which is a test server for DDO. And oh my gosh, it was it was interesting. So anyway, that's kicking off what's going to happen with the expansion that's forthcoming in DDO in probably I think third quarter, maybe fourth quarter. We'll see. I think first priority for DDO right now is getting the 64-bit servers up, which is kind of an interesting thing because the Lamania servers themselves, or the Lamania server itself, is a 32-bit server, and you would think that they'd want to get that up to 64-bit as a test bed for things like this, but okay, maybe not. And you know what? I think we've got to silence these voices because I got enough voices in my head already. I don't need more voices in my head. And if you've been around the stream, you or around me, you already know that that's the case. So we're gonna mute these guys. And cut down on, okay, maybe not. Yeah, we got to mute them. It's too much. It's too much. Fortunately, it's kind of a quick fix, and now it's just us. It's just me and you, and on a Tuesday night here in the JackDrag0n Cave. And I know I've said this before. But I made some changes in the off time so that hopefully, we'll have a better, more stable stream. Well, I mean, stable as far as computer goes. My stability, there's probably no changing that at this point. But yeah, Tuesday night, and we're not going to be on Wayfinder anymore. I think we've exhausted Wayfinder for a few weeks at least. We're going to jump over to Thelanis. Yeah, I'm kind of working backwards alphabetically, but I do have a level 15 character on Thelanis that needs some love, and we need to get this JackDrag0n tune into epics. And I've been doing some kind of the maintenance stuff, the lobby, if you will, favor quests to get some storage space. You do some coin lord favor, coin lord favor. You get to 50, 75. We'll look at it in a minute. And then you get an extra backpack inventory space of 20 slots. And then I started on the Kundrak favor. Hey, somebody's interacting with Pandu, or the pet dragon. Yeah, I'll remember your name in a minute. You're there. Thanks very much. Appreciate you taking care of Pet Dragon. I am looking at Wow, awesome. I have a chatter in Trovo, which this is so cool. Welcome in Arena Bot. Well, no, that's not really fun. Okay. Cassis, oh, that's, yeah, that's a bot. And, but matched rival Noob Master 08. Oh, okay. I don't know what that means. I'm still trying to learn the ins and outs of some of these other servers. I know Twitch, we know YouTube, know a little bit about Rumble, and sorry, I got another one on the phone here, actually, another stream that I'm watching, and I'm kind of hoping that at some point I might win something like a new computer. Who would know? That would be cool, right? Because then we can make this even more stable. If stability is your jam. So I do have a guest host that I've rescued. Some of you may know this person or this. Yep, straight out of. Well, I don't know what's up with the hat, Carm. I don't get it. I know he's in the attitude. You got some attitude going on here. I'm not sure what provoked this, but okay. Well, we'll come back to you later. Thanks for being here. He's going to be my new mod, I think, or at least in the background. Kermit, yeah. I think the Bears are going to take turns sitting in as mods as well, and it'll be fun. Be something else to talk about. So here we go again. We are on Thelanis. I need to change. Well, I guess I need to change the server tag. Let's look at that real quick. No, I don't. I don't need to change it. It's already there. So let's go to Thelanis, where we got JackDrag0n waiting in the wings. And we'll jump into probably some Gianthold. I think that'd be appropriate, level appropriate. We'll see if we got what it takes to make it through Gianthold. First, we'll get our silver daily roll going. What are we gonna get? What's our number? And oh my goodness, that was a 15 out of 100. So we got a 100-point experience stone, and that's it. Hey, it's better than nothing, I guess. Not much better than nothing, but just barely better than nothing. Okay. So we're gonna got ship buffs. Well, let's renew our ship buffs. Hey, we can get our dog out just to kind of make it interesting. Let's see, I haven't renamed this dog. I like having the hireling pets for throwing switches. Used to be great for breaking boxes. I miss those days when you could make these things chaotic and they would go break boxes for you. The good old days. All right, I'm trying to. Okay. Trying to resize a window here. Something went wrong with my NVIDIA control. Because used to, I could just control and drag some of these windows into spaces and it would go. Not so much lately. But hey, this wouldn't be the JackDrag0n cave if everything ran correctly, right? No, it wouldn't. Okay, so what did I say? I said we were going to look at Gianthold. Let's see, do we have... let's see, let's go to 13. Yep, Agents of Aghanisson. Are there 12s in Gianthold? No. That's what I thought. So we will look at 13s, which is all about Gianthold, and then 14s also, right? Yep. Okay. So what are our 13 quests? It'd be Cry for Help, Feast or Famine, Foundation of Discord, and Maze of Madness, and Trial by Fire. So let's go find some of those. Like I said, I've started on some of these, and I thought I had. I did not. Okay. Hey, let's go get us a Slayer pot then. And we can do some explores while we're running 2 quests. Running around. Mucking it up, as it were. Okay. What do we have? What do we have? We got elixirs, experience. I don't have this one as organized as the other one. Shared bank, that is. There's nothing about me that's, well, you know, all that, what did I say? Organized? Is that the word? Maybe. Okay. So one of the things that I adjusted was the stream bitrate. Hopefully that helps with, not sure what I was going to say there. Hopefully that helps with all things streaming as far as stability goes. Even though right now, Twitch is saying unstable. Why? Why? Okay, maybe well, let's see. Okay, I've got JackDrag0n on more than one here, so we're gonna nix one of these streams because I don't need 2 of those going in, and we're gonna give Zulkerjax his own screen. See, or okay. This streamer was Agility Prince, and they're over for now. So we'll give Triang his own screen. I said we'll give Triang his own screen. Do I have any duplicates over here? Not really. Oh, yeah, I do. Voodoo's all alone. He was collaborative streaming with Nimvind, so we can nix one of the instances of his. Neutral agent's off, so we can close his window, and that gives us room to expand Nacho Winch's stream, who's not usually on this time of night. So, you know, that's that whole Lamania preview thing. We got people on that not usually on, and we got lots of them. We got 2 instances of Nacho Winch, so we're going to nix one of those. And I got Brackert over there. Axel, you still alive? Still streaming live? No. Okay, who is live on DDO? I know, you're like, why do we care about all these other people that are streaming? Well, because we do. These are, you know, these are fellow streamers that are trying to have an impact and bring the game to life for lots of people. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to open this one in another window. Even if they are like, you know, sucking my bandwidth down. Oh no, I'm just kidding. It's okay. I like that. I really enjoy being able to have lots of these people coming in. Oh, that's why I've got 16 seconds to render. Oh my god, or milliseconds. I wonder if that's right. Okay. I've got to look at that some other time. Who else can we got? Griglock. Griglock's right there. Skeeter DDO. Oh, Keenan's up. I got Lopnell there. So yeah. All right, you know what? We're just gonna clip what we got here and put Voodoo there and maximize this one over there. Okay. Like I said, this is, I posted in the Discord that whole thing is where ADD, CDO, and schizophrenia kind of converge. And okay, so now we're gonna do, we did that, did this Sovereign Potion For experience, we got to do a boost. For Slayer, I got a Grayer. I got a Major. All right. Major Slayer. 200%. So for every one you actually slay, you get 2 added on. And so now we're going to go to Gianthold. Let's go to the top deck. We will get on our Taiga. Hold that Tiger. Yeah. My lights are starting to flicker. Okay. Yeah, if the noise wasn't bad, you know, having those flicker really messes with me. So, sorry, I gotta close up some stream stuff there. And we're gonna go to, oh, let's get our ammo. Is it, well, yeah. Better do it now while we're on ship. Why not? We got ammo, get back on the Tiger. We're gonna go to the marketplace, because in the marketplace we've got a far shifter that can get us over to Gianthold. And that is our destination for the evening. Or at least for the beginning of the evening. And here we are. We're going to talk to Thelanis. Actually, we should talk to Cyclone first, or Sidoni. I don't know why I keep thinking that's a CL instead of a D. Maybe because I need eyes. That's, you know. So we're going to lend aid in Gianthold. See, this should check off, you know, but it doesn't. Who are you? You may call me Thelanis. I am part of the delegation from Argonessen. My duty is to transport the agents of Argonessen to where they're needed. Well, I want to go to Gianthold. That wouldn't be my voice in game. I wouldn't do that to myself. Okay, I got another streamer that is offline, so I'm gonna let's see what we can find to replace them. Got lots of DDO streamers on tonight. As I said, the Lamania preview just kind of drew them out. And that's great. Streaming together. What's funny? Oh, he's downloading Lamania now. Yeah. Okay, great, Gridlock. That's a good plan. Why don't you okay, what's happening here? I don't want to knock on there. I want to just... Okay, go to Dungeons and Dragons Online. Alright, we're going to do... We got Isekai. Isekai. Right there. Waisekai, not Isekai. Griglock up there. We'll do King Cosma here. Why? Because we can. I'm going to change this screen that was... It is Griglock now. To who we're gonna pick. Let's see, Keenan. All right, so now I wish I could show you Nacho's stream. She's got some of the coolest channel point redeems, songs that make you laugh, or at least giggle. Okay. Back to the JackDrag0n cave. Back to my stream. All right, we're going to talk to Sidoni again here. Yeah, well, why don't you fix it? If that's the case, let's get down to it. I will speak to Blaze at once. That would probably be more me. I will do this thing that you have asked me to do. I do better at roleplay. We actually have some friends of mine that I've known for a few years. We're having some fun with a return to D&D, and I would like to, even though I don't know if they like to do one-shots, I would like to break out my DM skills for a session or two. We're going to get the 3 flagging quest. Everything else is walk up. So we'll get these, and by walk up, you just walk up to the entrance of the quest. It's bestowed on you, and you can jump right in. Whereas these, you actually have to talk to the quest giver. You ever get turned around in here? It happened to me. So here we are. We're gonna get into Gianthold. Gameplay, actual gameplay. Looky there. So the first explore is basically jumping off of here. If you don't have feather fall, you want to try and land on this guy's head.
It still burns.
I like to go this way into Storm Eye. Some people prefer to go the other way towards Storm Fist or Storm Heart.
The only solution is the one I see before me. Death to us all.
Well, that doesn't sound like a good idea. You know, I don't think my game's gonna reward me if I die. It's so much harder to open chests and doors when you're dead. You think if you were dead, you'd be ghostly and just go through it, you know, but it doesn't work that way in DDO. Yes, this is the Falcon rebuild again. I have one of these on every server. Not practically. I have one of these on every server. And of course, they're iconic, so they start at level 15. They're built off the ASMR Scourge, or ASMR. There's 2 A, so some people ASMR. It's one of those words that I don't know who came up with the race ASMR, but until I meet them and hear how they would pronounce it.
Clouded when I first arrived.
Ooh, looky there, we got 16
this
now.
lava
We could take that.
Understanding that it burned.
But we're gonna bank it for right now.
Painful lesson. Unlike my fellow giants, I learn from my lessons. This hideaway may keep the orcs safe, but there is no land big enough for my kind. Our safety must be carved out by sword and blood. What blood have I shed? My memories are lost.
Yeah, well, you know, somebody's a little dramatic, you know. Come on, step out, step out. All right. Rest shrine is blocked. What rest shrine? Is there a rest shrine in there? No, there's not. There's a rest shrine back here, right? Or was that? That was elsewhere. Okay. We done ran past that one. Hang on, I gotta get a drink. And I had to cough, so. Today was my first day back at work after vacation, and what a bummer that was. No, it wasn't a bummer. I got people that like me and depend on me, so you know, it's kind of it's nice to feel needed. Sometimes you don't want to feel so needed, but you don't always get to pick that. And so they were We're glad you're back.
I rested for the night here when I first arrived. I see the hobgoblins have fortified this area
like I said,
and put it to good use.
it's nice to have people that appreciate you. Even though I will say I've had, I guess, more fun jobs. I've rarely had a job that I felt so appreciated. And that means something, I think. It does to me, anyway. I don't know how everybody else feels. We've got ads that'll be starting in about 30 seconds on Twitch, so... tie. Okay, well... something on Trovo, it was a tie, so I have no idea what that means. I think I'm supposed to cast a spell, but I don't know. I actually don't have the points on Trovo to cast a spell, so I didn't do it. One day, I will have points on all of these platforms. I will own them all. They will bow to me. No, it's not. Wrong kind of philosophy there. No, I just want to bring, you know, as I said before, I want to bring attention to this game that I love, and hopefully attract more people to DDO, especially, you know, like I said, we got another expansion coming this year. There aren't that many games that have been around as long as DDO.
More troubling.
That are still growing their content.
What blood dripped from my sword? What
But
more like
the DDO
fever
is.
burned in my brow?
We're on the cusp of 20 years of production in DDO. 20 years. Not only Team of Standing Stone Game has only been Standing Stone Games for a little while, a smaller part of that 20 years, but, you know, whether it was Warner Brothers, whether it was Turbine, or Standing Stone Games, DDO had a team that was making it, expanding it, building it, which I think is way cool. Bringing one of my favorite childhood games to life, in digital form, which I even tried to do, but nothing like this. Yeah, no way.
Regal, this dragon looks. How base is my reflection in its side. Would that I could bathe myself in fire here. This pain I feel would wash away, along with my flesh.
See, now we've been here. That may look, you know, right over there is that one walk-up part. We're gonna go down this way. We're gonna go back, basically where we first came to the high hill that is in Storm Eye Plateau. Now we're gonna walk around this way because there's some stuff back here to, well, slay. Yes, we are on a slaying tour right now. Slay and explore, because we get points for both. We get points for both slaying and exploring in these wilderness areas. And there's lots of, well, giants, non-giants. We've got Ganolis. No, they're not called Ganolis. Knolls. Yeah. We're gonna use our... These guys cast spells and stuff. I should be using my attacks better. But, you know, This is what I do. Hey, look at this though. Hey, look, I got these tools. So I'm prepared for traps. I'm prepared to disable or open chests. Okay. And we'll close that now. Don't say I didn't prepare for tonight. Well, you can say whatever you want. It's a free country. Hey, looky here. I got the FA shift location. Dun, dun. Yeah. It's like the hunchback with no arms. His face rings a bell. That was a bad joke, especially since I didn't tell it right. Okay. If you're just joining, this is the JackDrag0n cave. We're playing DDO on the server called Thelanis. And we're in Gianthold right now, just going through and doing some slayers, explorers, which we get points for finding 20 different explorer points in the wilderness here. And we get points for certain levels of slaying. Right now we're at 189 for Storm's Fist. I thought it was in Storm's Eye. Storm's Fist. Storm's Eye's on the other side. And we're using a Slayer pot, which gets us, credits us for 2 additional slays for every single one that we manage. If I can get one more, that'll post a 3 count to this, and we'll get the next level. So I might want to wander around here for a second and see if I can find one more that I missed. Let's see. Come on. Where are you? Anybody out here? Anybody want to help contribute to my slay count? Come on, you know you want to. You know you want to be a statistic. A notch in my belt, as it were. Come on, contribute. Oh well, maybe not. Yeah, it's frustrating when you just need that one. Just need one more. Alright. We'll go the other way here and see what we can find. Come on. Been through here, cleaned this out. Go across the bridge. Ooh, hey, there was a... I think I came back here. I've got a treasure bag that I can collect for a funerary token. Funerary. Funerary. Let's see if there's somebody here that we can have contribute to our lake count. Ooh, let's not make ourselves that. Lava. Lava be hot. And see, I took damage, and that knocked me off my tiger. Oh well, I can get back on the tiger. I can get back on the tiger anytime I want. Didn't hurt. Okay, let's see. Anything here? Nope. So we'll run around this side. We know that these guys are here. But are they Storm Eye? Or Storm Fist? No, they're Storm Heart. See, we started a whole new area count. These guys are eager to come be part of my Slayer count. Thank you very much for making yourselves available for, you know, my experience point gains. Hey, we can get this, oh, somebody's talking. I hear you talking. You're not knocking. I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. Hey, it's Chief Og. Chief. Chief, go down. Like a big sack of loincloth. Alright. And so did my little mechanical dog, obviously. Hey. Alright, well, we'll get him back up in a minute. That's one of the nice things is we've got 3 innate rebuilds available once gets slain. So we will rebuild him now. Just because he's good, kind of what do you call it? A shock troop. Yeah, he's useful in that method. Okay, so let's get him repaired. Cast the repair moderate damage. Repair light damage. No, we're not repairing lights. I can do that and give myself a little heal while I'm... Okay, now you're back to full strength. And we're going to give some buffs with him. We'll give him resistance. And I still didn't get spell components. Okay, I was mostly prepared. I was prepared for the trapping part. It'd be good if I had the... Yeah, it would be useful if I had the buffs for Lucky Cape. Let's go get this explorer point.
Who is this giant? What is his story? Did he remember his
could do an interview.
childhood? His friends? Did the lust for blood and war consume his thoughts as well?
So interestingly enough, Thirst for Blood brings to mind that we're going to have the Dampier expansion, Lamortia. Actually, is the expansion area. There'll be quest zones. I'm guessing they're going to be Slayer Zone, maybe an add-on, or maybe it's just going to come as a near attachment to Barovia, who's part of Ravenloft. Lamortia is not exactly a Ravenloft clone. It has a little bit different character. Could have a little different feel. So I'm interested. Not really one of my favorite historically D&D settings, but I'm looking forward to it. I really am. See what kind of packages come out, or the they'll usually do the collector's version or the ultimate collector's version. I don't know. Whoa, hey. Yeah, I'm talking here. You know, I'm trying to express things with my friends, and you just want to come up and like whack me in the back with a club. That's not cool. I mean, it's probably not cool that I go around shooting all your friends, but I'm going to deal from my moral philosophy standpoint. And since you're dead, I win. Okay. It's kind of dark. It's just a game philosophy. That's all. This is not like a real life, you know, closely held moral stance. I mean, I'm not the CIA, so, you know. Okay. So anyway, Lamortia, hopefully coming. I look at the producer's letter. I don't remember, but they had its first preview tonight. The first look at the heroic Dampier race. There will be an iconic Dampier race as well. Be interesting. That'll make 10 iconic races in the DDO. And yep, the iconic race is going to be Warlock of all the choices. We have a what do you call those? Not iconic. We have another Warlock variant, the Acolyte of the Skin. I cannot remember what we're calling, what it's called from D&D. Oh my goodness! It's not an iconic race or iconic version of the race. There's nobody here to help me explain this. Okay, well, let's get this ogre mage dead, and then we'll. All right, Uthgar. Thanks for playing. You lose, but that's what you were kind of meant to do. Some guild renown. Okay, let's see if we can find a... Oh, what is that? A word I'm looking for. That is so like me. Let's go wiki. It's a class. What do they call these things? Archetype. Ugh, that was going to make me nuts. So we have a Warlock archetype, which is not an iconic race, but it's a variant of the heroic version of a race. So right now we have an archetype of Acolyte of the Skin for Warlock. So this will give us an iconic race, which incorporates the race of Dhampir and the class Warlock. So, but you don't have to play it as a Warlock. You can do something. I'm actually wondering if, in my opinion, how Dark Hunter makes ASMR Scourge that much better to play as a ranged. If the incoming Dhampir iconic will make Acolyte of the Skin better to play as an archetype. So, and I say that because some of the Acolyte of the Skin stuff focuses on negatives, and I think it does. I have to revisit. I've never played it, but I've read up on it when it first came out. And since it's a Warlock, and the Dhampir iconic race will get a +1 bonus to the stat of Strength and Charisma, which Warlocks need Charisma. I'm surprised it just didn't go straight to Charisma, but hey, I'm not a dev. At least it's not a dex race. But, you know, we needed another, you know, pseudo-elven dex race in the game. No. We got Lord Cirrus. We're gonna get this guy. You warmongers. Go get this chest up here, which is also an explore point.
Memory is gone, but my path ahead is clear.
Unlike your complexion.
I will destroy this wretched world, and with it, all who bring about suffering.
Yeah. Again, dude, you know, take a nap. Stretch out in the sun for a while. Not so long that you get burned. We know that, you know, you had some issues with fire and lava. So I don't want you to, you know. But maybe, just maybe, be a little happier and more upbeat. So yeah, I'm looking forward, to see how that plays out. If you don't know, when you start an iconic and you get that first race or that first class level, you can use a lesser restoration stone, but you have to go through all 15 levels or plan your build out so that you have all 15 levels planned. Then you can use a lesser heart, do what's called a lesser restoration, which will allow you to change, usually allow you to change your first race as long as it's in, or your first class, as long as it's in that archetype or heroic variation. So if you're a warlock, you should be able to change to Acolyte of the Skin. I've done it with the using the Dark Hunter class with the ASMR Scourge. That's what I'm playing now. I like this. I like doing that. Seems like a good use of getting the class, and then you get the trapping stuff of all the levels for Dark Hunter. Some people would say, well, you're giving up the Arcane Archer enhancement tree, but since I've been going with Inquisitive and then adding the Falconry blend in, as Strimtom published this build.
A maze of ledges and rock.
I like the way it plays.
This land is steeped in mystery. Who created such a place? And why?
Why? Why? Why? Now, since they, did the one pass on, they did a pass on Inquisitive, right? I think. It took away some of the
terror of our history.
What they thought
when
was
I look upon this
overpoweredness, right?
Giants have done great evil. I feel it in my gut.
It's a big gut.
We will do evil again if we are not stopped.
That's a lot of gut.
This is a place to avoid. The crater here will drive you mad. And only death will bring peace.
Okay, well, that's one kind of peace. I don't think it's really a peace I would be looking for.
Be at peace, my kin.
See? Peace.
For my actions will wipe away all our pain.
A lot of talk about peace, but I don't know that you're going at it with the right approach, right mindset. But I understand, you had this whole war with the dragons and probably kind of bitter from all that, fighting and, well, fighting, yeah. Look, he's running up there. They're going to try and come after me. You're not going to get all the way over here. You're not going to... see? White dot. Too far. You come too far. Alright, so we're going to chase him down. If the Minotaur won't come to the mountain... Oh, well. The mountain will come to the Minotaur. I collect some channel points here from people that be streaming. Streaming! On a Sunday, no, on a Tuesday night. Okay. Oh, yeah, we can collect that, but we're going to close that since... Oh. Collect points from Triang and... Okay. Cool. Yep. There we go. Whoa. My Twitch bit rate just went to excellent. Excellent. Excellent, Smithers. I cannot find my mouse. There we go. Why don't you shoot? There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, good. Now the falcon's flying. Got a bunch of people on the ground here. It would be great if we just went ahead and put them out of their misery. In case you didn't know, when they're helpless like that, you get extra damage if you can actually hit them. Yes. Yes, this game does take advantage of the helpless. Which, if it's an enemy, you'd kind of want to do, but unless you're like one of those chivalry classes that gets penalized for being unchivalrous. We have no such penalties in DDO. It's just how it plays. Okay, so let's see here. We're going... Where are we going? Yeah, I got wings. Look. I got wings. And I haven't had a Red Bull. That would not be good right now. Especially considering I gotta be up early and go into the office. JackDrag0n is going to the office. Yeah. If you know your sitcoms, you know where I'm borrowing that from. Ba ba ba. Oh, hey. All right, let's see. What did I forget? Oh, did I get the maze one, or yeah, I got the maze one. That one's up there. Let's see. I don't remember if I got that one. I don't remember what it's called. Find a brother who holds a horn. I don't think that's supposed to be said like that. Okay. Yeah. All right, get on the Taiga and go find this thing. Because if you're on the Taiga, you go faster. You move faster. I wish Blurp wouldn't. Yeah, we should have Blurp chiming in like that. Nope, I evidently didn't. Okay. We will have ads in 3 minutes. I just got the announcement for that. Oh, I did come here. Okay. What is this called? Minotaur Lair. Your ad is about to start. Well, it says it starts in 3 minutes, or almost 3 minutes. Why are you telling me it's about to start? Twitch is vexing me. Okay. Alright, we gotta go find the exit. It's over here. There we go. Yeah, sometimes you get in there, it's hard to find your way out. Because of the way the angle of the door is. It's not straight from... Anyway. I can snooze some of these ad breaks. But I'm not going to snooze this one. So, alright, we're going... Oh yeah, this is where I got to go up. Okay. I remembered this now. Okay, dokie. Yeah, you guys, and your wish to visit violence upon me will be rewarded with... no, I don't really like the wings. I mean, I like them, just not for... From running by myself, it's kind of... To me, it's more like if you're running one of those quests where you have to split up, or it's more of an open space. The wings are good to kind of tell who is who in long battles, distant battles.
Brother,
There's the brother
fighting
who
a
holds
dragon. Both petrified in the service of history. Who is the hero? And who is the enemy?
Makes you wonder. Yeah, you wonder. But I was wondering, different wonder. Are they petrified? Are they statues? I'm guessing, you know, they've got like maybe this. So this was like a big Pompeii kind of thing where they were hit with the eruption of lava and then preserved. And I'm not up on my Gianthold lore, so maybe that's how it is. Booyah! Gotcha. Ads are starting. Yeah, blurb is not supposed to show. Okay, so there's no rare up here, so we just get the points for getting rid of those guys. Hey, use guys. Bye. Let's look at the map. Let's look at a bigger version of the map. How about? Okay. So here we are. We want to go over there. So, good talk. All right. Yeah, let's follow that road. Follow the Gianthold road. Follow the Gianthold road. Follow the Gianthold road. Because there's stuff up here that needs to be incorporated into the sleigh. Pre-roll ads are disabled for 34 minutes. And that's kind of why I try and start the stream early. I try and get the I try and go live about 5 minutes before my published start time of 9:30 Central Time on Trovo, Kick, Twitch, Rumble, and YouTube. And I do that because even though we don't have pre-roll ads at start when the stream starts, they do kick in about 3 minutes into the stream. So now I may be misunderstanding pre-roll ads entirely, meaning that they start when you join the stream, but I'm hoping that because of my timing stuff, they're disabled. And in case you don't wonder what I'm talking about, this is the JackDrag0n cave. We stream on Tuesdays, Thursday, Saturday at 9:30 p.m. Central U.S. time. Whether it's standard or daylight, well, depends on the time of year. Until we abolish that silly system that just makes everybody sleep deprived and messes with our bodily rhythms. Our circadianness, as it were. I want to be more circadian, like the bugs. I only want to wake up every 17 years. Leave a husk on a tree somewhere. No, I don't want to live like that. Sometimes I do wish I could shed this husk, though. I was more husky as a kid, though. Ba-dum-bumps. Yeah, I'll have to work on getting a soundboard in place to actually have that play. made some. I think I've made some advancements with the touch portal setup. I have some buttons for actually starting the process of getting the stream going, and all but 2 of them worked tonight. So, little, pat on the back. What, Kermit? Okay, yeah, I know you probably could have done it better, but still. I had to dig you out of the closet. It's just, we were thinking about, like, putting some of these unnecessary. Okay, you're necessary. I know. I want you around.
A giant sacrifice to time.
Went to pains to get you. Bring you into the house.
Were sacrificed to fire. I can't believe we did such a thing. There must be retribution.
No, there doesn't have to be retribution. Sometimes we, can forgive. Maybe not forget, but we can forgive. So anyway, where was I? I have no idea. We were talking about Kermit. Oh, touch portal. Yeah. So all but 2 of the buttons work that I created. I'm working on getting some process stuff set up as time allows. I say that because I'm particularly taking advantage of the next couple weeks to work on some other projects. In other news, my neighbor came home. He seems to be well enough to exist at home now. Been sick and had to have some special care. Thank goodness that special care was available to him. And while he was being cared for, we had his dog with us for several weeks. And while he's a good dog, very loving, very attentive, very needy dog, he's been reunited with his, his human, and they're back home now. That's a good thing. Some stability, or no, some semblance of normalcy for them is returned, and happy for it. Happy, happy, happy for it. Okay. I'm looking at the wrong thing for... There we go. Hopefully I haven't been blasting your ears off this whole time, but I have not been looking at my levels. I've been looking at DDO's levels, and I keep bringing them up, so if you got any comments on whether the game is too loud or it's too off balance, let me know. I'd appreciate it. Okay, Trovo wants me to cast a spell again, and I don't know that I have the resources to cast a spell. No, I'm not. No, I'm not doing that. I don't know what that is. Okay, so we're going to step out of that. What are you doing? Oh, it's... Yeah. Alright, something's weird here. I'm not inviting anybody. So, yeah, turn off. Yeah. I'm not doing the arena thing. Okay. Because I don't know anything about it. Okay, make that go away. Yay! Alright. I'm actually able to view the chat, but... Wait. There we go. Hey, there's more of you guys here. So, you know, thank you for coming and contributing to my Slayer count. I'm not going to thank you all by name, but you have my appreciation. Alright, where's the dog? Where's my dog? Get over here. Oh, I parked him somewhere, didn't I? I parked you and forgot about you. Sorry. Good dog. I'm glad you stayed. Unlike most of the dogs I've dealt with in the past 2 weeks, this one is obedient. Okay. Inconceivable. Oh my. Well, got a blip here. Hey, Tough is up. Tough RPG. It's online doing what? I don't know. But I've got him on 2 screens and I only need him on 1. So let's... Oh, Mary's up. Put Mary on a screen. Give him some viewer hours. Sakai, King goes with it. Okay. Okay, good. Everybody's got a screen of their own. Well, pretty much. Except for one. One screen is being shared. Got 8 DDO streamers, and that's not all the streamers. That doesn't represent every streamer that's on right now, but doesn't well, hey. You always sneaky. Why are you so sneaky? I mean, I'm supposed to be sneaky. I guess it's permissible for you to be sneaky. I'm gonna be sneaky back. Alright, any other? Nope. Alright, we'll go in here. Come on, give me the... Oh, right, we get the rare. Yay. Knocked it down. Bye.
Were they sent here as punishment? This land is
Anything
a place
good?
of battle and torment too.
Some stuff to crunch. We'll get some Caneth essences and some plat out of it. There was nothing up here. Nothing up my sleeve. Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat. Nothing up my sleeve. Presto! I gotta get a new hat. Alright, let's get the last of our far shift locations here. Just on the other side of this little lava pit. Come on. What are we calling you? See, right now he's labeled as Iron Defender, so... There's our last of the far shift locations for Gianthold here on Thelanis in DDO. So 64-bit servers are on the horizon for DDO. Have a better capacity to handle some of the player load, the graphics processing that
When I first saw this charred and barren
Gotcha.
landscape, I could not imagine how it came to be.
Look, I got tools. I
Only
can open
later would I see the truth.
it. I can try to open it.
This land was crushed by me
I mean,
and mine.
mine. Okay. All right. So we got King Cosmo is offline. So we're gonna take, excuse me, his spot and give it to. Who's up, please? Okay. See, it says Nacho's still on, but Nacho handed off to Tough. So let's refresh. Shadow Daddy? We're going to do Jasmine first. Going to keep up with these so that I know who's available for raiding when the time comes. Grab some channel points up here for folks that I'm not usually able to get channel points for watching because they're not on when I'm playing. Come on. I got a watch streak. Got points for that. Yay. Yeehaw. Let me shut down this app real quick. Plug a charger into this. Yay. Okay. And now that we got the chest unlocked, let's see what we get. A warded necklace of impulse. I don't know if that's going to be real useless for me. I mean, ooh, but it is because it's double slotted. With decent colors, yellow and blue. So we can put some protective with the blue, yellow with a boost to skill or abilities. Protection from evil is not bad. Except it's not like the protection of evil spell, which keeps you from being controlled. Curse resistance good, but eh. Alright, so we will loot all that stuff into our backpack and take off again for the other side where the dwarves, the Aurum dwarves, are just waiting for me to come in. Kill them and take their stuff. See? Just standing around. Hey, what do you think JackDrag0n's gonna get here? And, you know, thanks again for contributing to my Slayer count. Here we are in Storm's Eye now. And we're going to walk around this way, go down the hill here because they've got this little Fire Lake side camp, which, you know, not so sure why they thought this real estate was. You gonna put a boat in here or what? Go fishing? I'm not sure what you'd catch. So here we go, up the hill again. We will not be fetching a pail of water. I have no JackDrag0n, but that's where my mind went. JackDrag0n and JackDrag0n. Okay. And we're slaying, and we're slaying. Ooh, he got like a blue. That's the cold fire shield. Ooh, I got cackle fever. Ooh, I don't have cackle fever. I do have some kind of affliction up here. What is that? Ray of exhaustion. Well, Ray, I'd like to say it's nice to meet you, but it's not. You can call me Ray. You can call me Jake. There's a flashback for you. Raymond J. Johnson Jr. I can't even remember what he was advertising, but I remember the character. Probably a beer. Yeah, I think it was a beer. Alright, we've got 200 here in Storm Eye. We're going to have a lot more before we're done here. I don't know that we'll reach the 400 mark, but hey, it's all about XP. See, another little lakeside camp where they're making themselves comfortable by the lava lake with a fire. Okay. Whatever. It's not like it can be like chilly here, you know? Ooh, we need to build a fire and take the chill off this lava lakeside location. You think they have an ice chest of something, you know? I know they don't have ice chests, and they could have a box that's, you know, for cool stuff. Old. This is not one of the explorer points. We got 4 left. One of them's going to be the Prison of the Plains entrance. The other is going to be the Aurum Lair. What else am I missing? Oh yeah, up past the Aurum Foundation, the tent and barrel area. Yeah, gotcha. Thanks for coming up the ladder to be slaughtered. I appreciate your cooperation. You made it so easy. See if we can get the other ones from here. Sometimes with the right placement, you can get the 2 in the back cave from back cave, not bat cave. No. All right, we got one. We got one, not Juan. We're not out to get Juan. I mean, we may get somebody called Juan in the course of the game, but we're not targeting anyone named Juan. Sorry, I got some kind of eyelash thing that wants to park itself on the side of my nose and make me itchy. Ooh, itchy.
I once saw
Cry for
a
help.
strange creature carry someone inside here. It had a tiger face, full of hatred.
Yeah, well, you know, maybe they didn't want a tiger face. Maybe they wanted to be painted something else. I just wanted a balloon animal. You know, you go to the carnival, your parents make you get your face painted, something you didn't want to get painted. I wanted to be a clown. You are a clown. Try and look like something else. No, I did not have a bad childhood. So I just watched a lot of stream of consciousness shows growing up. Too much Monty Python. Well, not too much. Just enough, probably. A lot of Benny Hill. No, I'm not saying I like all British comedy. There's some that I did like a lot of it. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Which I'm trying to find some stuff from that to integrate into the sound alerts, as well as add to my shelves. So I do have a collection of all the VHS tapes of Monty Python Flying Circus. I have many of the DVDs as well. Don't have all of them. I think I have the majority of the movies, I'll put it that way. Those. What other? And I've got some of the other ones that were, you know, offshoots of the Monty Python mindset collaborative
I do not
endeavors.
like this place.
Like Yellowbeard.
I saw a strange relic in those ruins once.
Have to
And
kill
it
me
has
before
troubled
I
my
die.
dreams since.
And let's see what else. Brazil. I love Brazil. Bizarre enough to be funny. Eric the Viking, another good one. Time Bandits, of course. That wasn't a Python, but it had several of the Pythoners in it. Or it had Python involvement, I should say. And then, you know, some of the individual ones. Fish Called Wanda. Oh, well, yeah, you can't forget. Life of Brian. A movie so bad it was considered sacrilegious and banned in Scotland. I don't know if it's still banned in Scotland. Well, okay. And our 19th of 20. There it is. Explore
The long
points.
history of mankind.
One more to go.
is
I know
told
exactly
in
where it
these
is.
statues.
I haven't
They
had to
are
refer to the
eroded,
map once.
as are we. We have become wicked and worthless.
I know
This
Gianthold.
world
Well, I know where
would
they
be better
explored.
off without us.
I feel like I have a good... That's interesting. I didn't realize that was up there. When was that put up there? Okay. I don't know if you can see this. I think you can. But up here at the top right is showing me the CPU, the GPU percentage, and latency, which is cool if it's 0 milliseconds. I did not ask for that to be put up there, but it's up there. Alright, we've got ads starting in a couple minutes. Here's the completion of our explorers. So now when we open up the map, everything
What secrets does it keep? What lies in its depths?
we're going to do a recall, and then we'll come back out and start doing quests. I'm going to take a quick break though. I need to, you know, take advantage of this ad thing, I guess. And is there a way to make it start while I go on break? I don't know, but I'll be back in just a moment. All right. Okay, welcome back from that little break. Appreciate your patience and hanging around. Welcome to the JackDrag0n Cave on this Tuesday night, which kind of like a Monday since, it's post-Memorial holiday. I hope everyone who was in the United States was actually able to have an enjoyable, pleasant Memorial Day holiday and maybe had some time to understand, take some time to think about what the Memorial holiday actually represents. So, that being said, it's my first day back at work after a week of vacation. Made a couple trips across Texas. Yay. Yay for driving in the summer heat with no air conditioning. But it was a labor of love, and I was happy to do it because, well, like I said, loved the reason that we were doing it. Now, back in the JackDrag0n Cave, and we're streaming, which we'll be doing Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturday nights as usual for the foreseeable future. And we're on Trovo Kick, Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. Why so many? Because we're trying to get the news out that this game, DDO, Dungeons & Dragons Online, is still alive and still worth playing. I'm currently on Thelanis. We're in Gianthold. Where was Grat going? I don't know where the... Sorry. The mind is not keeping... Or the... Yeah. Yeah. We're talking, but we're not really saying anything. How about that? Let's go over here to the vendor and get rid of some of the gems and other junk. We're in Gianthold on Thelanis tonight. And we're here because we're kind of cycling through all the different DDO worlds. Trying to get characters into epics. And then maybe onto legendary so we can do the resurrection life recycle effort. Play the game with some enhanced skills and maybe with a new approach. Maybe we go, instead of doing ranged tune next time, we'll do a caster. Maybe we'll do melee. Who knows? I don't know, because I haven't decided. But we're going to do something. It'll be fun. Hopefully we'll have some laughs along the way. Probably at my expense, but that's okay. I am A-okay with being the butt of my own humor. Or the focus of my own... Well, you know. I'm okay with being laughed at when it comes to DDO and streaming. Let's see here. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to come here and go with... Get the bag, because this bag is full. How do I know? So I can hover over the bag and see that it's got 12 of the 12 capacities filled inside the bag. So I'm going to drag this bag icon from my inventory, make sure this is set to crafting in the shared account bank. Then I'll release the left click and it empties the bag in there. Now, what I did notice, there were still some other items floating around in my inventory, so I'm going to click gather and then repeat the process. I can click gather again. I know there's not enough because there's only 2 out of the 12 slots that were used last time. Now we're going to do the same thing for our medium. This one has 45. This was, I can't remember how getting this. I think it's from one of the bundles I purchased. May have been the Borderlands enhancement or package. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. But I have this. It's much nicer than the tiny one you get from just the walk-up person there in the harbor or in the Kundarak crafting hall. This holds a lot more stuff. So not only is there 45 slots, but each slot can go to 2,500 stack. Whereas with this one, you can go to 1,000 stack with 12 unique item capacity. Makes a big difference. So we're going to drag this one over, empty all that stuff into there, and I can come over here and so a lot of those were trap parts. Let's look at trap, or let's do parts. So now you can see I have different types of trap parts. I can utilize these to make traps on my own since I have that skill, trap making. What was that? Like an eyelash or something. All right. So we'll close this up. I sold all my gems. Still got a bunch of stuff that don't need to carry around. Got some scrolls that I can sell that one because that's a lobby. I think I can get rid of that one. I might hang on to that one if I don't have it inscribed in my spell book. That's the one thing I wish it could. Well, okay, you can. So I go into my character sheet, I look at spells, I go to Artificer, my level 1 spells. These are all the spells I know. So do I need that one for level 2? Because it's a level 2 spell. I do. So I will go get some spell inscription components and do that one. Snare, this is a ranger spell. So it's a divine magic, which does not get inscribed in a spell book. You can know it. But see, once you get the capability of casting ranger spells, you get all of them anyway. So you just got to pick which ones you want memorized and can cast at a moment's notice. All right. Put this away. It's time to go do some quests. Now we got time for at least one. Let's go. Wilderness. Nope, we're gonna do this. 13. Let's look at which ones are level 13. Cry for help. Some of these are longer than others, so pick one that's medium if there is one. No, it's not. Trial by fire. They're all long. The 14s. Yeah, they're not doing Crucible. Yeah, they're all long quests. Alright. Yeah, I don't have Myth Draenor, so I can't do any of those. Try Dinosaur Crisis. I think I've tried that one before. It is medium. You know what? On a lark. Let's go do that. I know I said I was going to do Gianthold, but we did Explorers in Gianthold, and we got them all. We'll come back to do quests. I just feel like trying this other one. So we're going to go to the marketplace. This is one of the newer quests. Wow, it's quiet. So quiet compared to being out in Gianthold. I feel like I should keep my voice down because I don't want to disturb the peaceful tranquility of the marketplace. But we're gonna run over here because we got to go to the harbor. The harbor. I'm gonna go to the harbor. I think this is where we go, right? Because is it this one down here? Dinosaur Crises. I don't think this is the right one. This is the fishes one. Sleeping with the Fish is a level 3 free agent quest. That's not the one we're looking for. Right. Where I should look this up. Let's go to... What was the name? Dinosaur Crisis. And it is... we go to... It says a harbor. Regina Ventral. Near the doors to Inspired Quarter. Okay. So the doors to the Inspired Quarter are over here. Right. It's not you. This is the one for invaders. Finian Larkbow. Not the doors to the Inspired Quarter. Oh, no, that's, I remember now. Good grief, I'm in the wrong level. Shocker, right? Okay. Who would have thought that JackDrag0n would not know exactly where the quest giver was? We don't need to put up a pole or anything, I know. It's okay. See, because these are the doors to the Inspired Quarter. And our person, Regina Ventral. What dinosaurs? Where did you see this? Well, let's head to the jungle. Alright, we're going to do this on... We'll try it on R1. Oh, I didn't bring a healing person. I think we got in this position before. If there's a shrine right there, how hard could it be? We'll get out our buddies. Okay. And we're going to get blur from him. Still don't have that. Jump. And we're going to get our little buddy here. Blur. You know what I could do? We can make sure he has trip and... Come on. Yep. His first thing should be trip. That should be the first tool in his toolbox. And I should have got him some armor and stuff, but you know. We're calling him expendable anyway, right? Okay, so did we give him blur? We'll give him blur, we'll give him resistance and bark skin, and then we're gonna go to our other buddy. You got to blur up. You get resistance. You get bark skin, and you get shield because you got it. Okay, F2. Let's see. I need to look. Do I need? Yeah, I need this more than I need that. And so now for our scarecrow, he definitely needs resistance. Bark skin should help as well. And then for the Feywild Muse, who you know. Way under level for this. We're going to let him do his bard song. And we'll give him bark skin as well. Okay. And we're going to make sure we got enough ammo. Since we were running around, I got 1, 2. Okay, I got 2 stacks of ammo. We're almost full.
You step out of the camp.
Oh, I got to talk to this person.
You can hear high-pitched shrieks and deep roars. The dinosaur horde must be nearby.
Hey, what's your language? Oh, horde with a D. Yeah, okay. The invasive flay flowers, because they don't belong here. It's a weed. Alright, I don't see. Okay, so there's gotta be some over there. Yep. Let's see if we can kite. Well, you won't even shoot. Quit walking in front of me, you tin can. Why do you keep doing this? Oh, I'm swimming. I don't want to swim. Hey, we gotta... Yeah, okay. Let's get this guy. We're shooting him. We're gonna get him a red name. So we have a tough time with these sometimes. At least there's not a Reaper nearby to really make this harder than it is. We got him. Yay. Go us. Go team. Way to work together, everybody. We're probably gonna have to do it again very soon. Yep. Oh, I hear somebody. Oh, there you are. Wow, they're all red named here, aren't they? Yep. Let's see if we can put him down with that one. Death from above. Nope. He shakes it off. He's running toward us. We put a coup de grace hit on him. Yay. Alright. Here's... Ooh, and I see a Reaper. What kind of Reaper? Yep, it's a Fear Reaper, folks. So we're going to make sure we have all of our ducks in a row. I want as many of my shots off of cooldown before I launch one in there. Try and take care of the Fear Reaper first. Because the Fear Reaper can hit us from afar. Doesn't even have to like hit us. That's what sucks about a Fear Reaper. Oh, we got another Horde Allosaurus making the rounds here. So come on, everybody. Come on. Alright, Horde Allosaurus is in our bubble. So we're going to hit him again. I'm wondering if this is like a respawning of the... I'm going to hold off on using Death from Above because it takes so long. Let's see if we can just take care of this guy without it. And we did. Yay. Alright, you need to leave him. I wish you could train that guy to not try and heal constructs. There's a lot of things I wish. Okay. And that's just one. Alright. Alright, so now let's go look for our Fear Reaper target. There he is. Well. Walked right into a hatch of these guys. And that set off the Fear Reaper. Yay. Or I think it did. It might be a different Fear Reaper. But yeah, sucking out my hit points. And those are my team, and I'm dead. Get the Fear Reaper. Alright, where is the camp? Everybody's dead. They're all dead, Jim. Can we make it to... Almost. Probably if I made a straight line for it. Gotta figure out my direction. You know, I do not want you to pop up again. I realize that you're... Okay, this is not the right direction at all. Alright, so... Where's my map? My map is not coming up. Okay, so there's my target. So I want everybody to try and use that. Okay. Do not want you to try and fight the horde thing. Power up. Yep. It might not be strong enough or fast enough to get there. So we're going to have to send somebody for their soul stone. It's not going to be me. But we're going to keep them running for it. How about that? I wish I had a way to raise them. That would be great. That'd be really handy. So you... Good thing we could reach the shrine. This would have been smarter if... Okay, something must have happened to the overlay. Let's see here. Just another thing that breaks. Okay. It's not bleep, it's blurp. Yeah, I see him. Playing, playing, playing. Okay. Why did it do that? Blurp. How about now? That's window capture. I don't know what that's for. Let's see. Where is autocorrect? Yeah, I hate autocorrect. Okay, I don't see where it is. Let's go to overlays and blurp. Refresh. Then we're back into gaming. So do we see? I don't see it. Go to Twitch and extensions. Actually, I need to go to home and channel. TwitchCon, yeah, that'd be nice. One of these days, I'll hopefully make it to TwitchCon. Not so much because, you know, but I think it'd be fun to go. All right. Yeah, you stop. That's fine. Where is my... I heard a noise. I heard a noise. Where's blurp? Blurp, blurp, blurp. Blurp, blurp, blurp. No. Did I just use my own bits for that? Okay, let's see here. That's not... Is that channel points or is that... Yeah. It's all channel points. Okay. Your channel credits. Oh, not enough channel credits. That's too low. So yeah, I'm not using bits here. Okay. Let's snooze this ad break for 5 minutes while we're working on this. Sweet. Yeah, okay. There is... I thought I had... Oh, no, I know where you're... Okay, you're playing it from other... Let's see here. channel points. There we go. That should be playing. I do not hear it. Is it supposed to be in... Did I somehow switch it to... No, because we heard one first time, right? It played earlier. Where did it go? Okay, it's not showing as an active source for some reason. Did it somehow not become active or become inactive in this? Yep, it did play earlier. Okay, that's what I thought. And okay, that's active. Yeah, Twitch blurp. It says it's inactive. Why is it inactive? Okay, well, let me look at my other setups here. Because were we in chat when it was working? Let's see here if I have overlays. See, and they shouldn't hide at all. There's no screen, exclude. Not excluding any screens, any scenes. See if it excludes it that way if we do it that. Yeah, it's got a check mark. I did not want it to exclude. Good grief. So that is kind of curious. Oh, what did I just do? I don't know what I just did. Bind on, okay, that's fine. I wonder if I pause it and then refresh it. Overlays, let's go to sources, refresh, interact. There's nothing to interact with. Properties, it's just that. How about I just turn that off? Yeah, I don't think that's necessary. Okay. Refresh. And redeem. There it goes. Well, we see it playing. I don't hear it. Is it still saying it's inactive? Alerts Twitch, but not alerts Twitch blurb, showing inactive. Why is it inactive? Yeah, we're snoozing this one too. Got another 5-minute snooze. That's crazy. It should not be inactive. I'm looking at it. There's no way to turn it on. Why? Why? Why are you making me crazy? Okay, so let's go to gaming overloads. Oh, I know. Yeah. There we go. Sorry for that. the problem does not lie with your set. Let's see. Triangles disconnected. We've got tough on multiple servers. Mary on multiple streams. Okay. I'm going to do this real quick. Oh, goodness. Been so much to manage tonight. Kind of fun. But a lot. Actually, we're going to take that one away from there. Make it full screen. We're going to take tough off of here. And give this space to Shadow Daddy. Not to be confused with Sugar Daddy, which, yeah, I'm not. I have no Sugar Daddy. I don't want a Sugar Daddy. I don't want to be a Sugar Daddy. Now that we've got that straight. Oh my, okay. Alright. I don't know what to think about that. I'm going to have to figure out why that goes dark. Okay, I'm live there. I don't see anywhere else that it should be showing up in window captures from a browser. Okay. I don't know which window it is. Okay. I'm sorry. Salty? No. Good grief. Why? Because if I go into, I was just here, Twitch blurb, properties. Use custom frame rate. No, it's not that. Wonder if I need, see if I gotta remanage my blurb. Settings. Edit extensions, edit panels. Blurp, configure. Let's configure this third party, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. Especially here at the end of the, it signed me out of it. Why would you sign me out of this in the middle of the stream? Okay, let's try this now. Oh my goodness. Let's go to channel. Going to be in the middle of ads again in a second. But, you know, I want to work this out. I want to figure out why it's doing this. Something very loud just occurred. Okay, so I can do this there. Does it work? I see that. Yeah, I see it working in the panel, but it's not bringing sound. Okay. was, what's his name? Okay. I think I can consolidate some of these quick. Nomad Dog's going to be firing up soon. Actually, already started. Okay. Nomad Dog is in Hawaii. Kalikimaka is Hawaii. Yeah, that's where my mind goes. And, well, the mind is gone. So, whatever you want to think about that. And Keenan's back, so we'll put him back on here. And it's past my time to end the stream, but I want to finish this quest, so I'm going to keep going for a little bit. We have ads in just under a minute. I'm not going to snooze it, because... Yeah, blah humbug, I will. And I'll probably do it outside of Blurp, since Blurp just doesn't seem to be very consistent. Alright, now I gotta see if I can get my dog to get their soul stones. I can't target their soul stones, I can't see them. So you know what? We're gonna gear up here, F1, not F1, 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna hit this guy with 4. Get the Fear Reaper. So you either have to get up close to the Fear Reaper or stay away from the Fear Reaper. We're going to do the latter. I got a bunch of these little so-and-sos coming after me. I don't have much on the way of hit points right now. Got to get up close to the Fear Reaper, so too late. But I'm close to the shrine now. And I think I know which direction it's in. Oh, really? I was right there. What are you hitting anyway? There's nothing alive. Alright. Oh, great. Where did it go? Did the Fear Reaper hit the shield and disappear? That's kind of cool. Alright. Doggy, you go use the shrine. Interesting. Okay. Okay, you don't have to use it again. But now, Doggy, what I want you to do... Where are their soul stones? Oh, there they are. Go get it. Go get that one. Then go get that one. So we're going to have him... We had him pick up all the soul stones. Means we can get him over here to the shrine. And once again... we have overcome death. Okay, no, you can't just shrine just because you want to. Now, I really wish that you guys We'll go use those shrines and come back to, there we go. All right, come back now. Oy. I'm going to use my spell points to kind of heal us up. You're going to heal that guy, because you got plenty of spell points to do that. You're not healing, you're actually repairing. Big difference. Heal my dog. Heal my dog. I can teach my dog to heal. That would be another matter. Okay, then heal the shield guardian. Heal yourself. Repair your own systems. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're almost there. You're almost. Okay. Now, I'm gonna throw these heals at myself. If you can throw a heal at me, that'd be great. But you're not doing much better than I was. That's kind of the same spell. And nope, not that. This one. I do have, well, I want to save that in case I need to use a shrine. Okay. Wow, we're almost back to full strength here. So we're going to buff everybody again. With what spell points we have. Oh, not that. This one. And we did pretty good, considering the Fear Reaper. Okay. Alright, so let's go over here. Make sure I got everything armed up. This is the one I'm using, right? Yep, okay. So bring more than one, but... Yay! Got those little... I think this was part of the original Fear Reaper. Yep, there he is right there. I can keep my distance from him. I won't take damage. You have to stay a very... You have to keep quite a distance from him. And I did it. Yay. The Feywild Muse did not. Oh no. I lit up one of those. Alright. One of those pack things. I don't want to... Keep forgetting to use my healing shot. We are going to have to use that shrine pretty soon. Ooh, a lost soul. Yay, we got spell points. That's helpful. Alright, where's your stone? Both their stones, got them. Ooh. Yeah, we're just gonna like... Where's the shrine? It's on the other side of these bushes. Alright. Once more, everybody that needs to res, go res. And don't presume to use the rest shrine until I tell you. Right? Because I can take care of healing for the most part. Except for you, you're going to use repair from him. No, not that one. Good grief. You should know you can't cast repair on me. Silly, silly shield guardian. You should know better. I think you do, and you're just vexing me. Alright. Alright. We're not going to spend spell points on buffing you right now. We're going to set off. I know there's a little swarm of these little buggers somewhere over here. Yep. So we're going to pipe them. Yeah, I got you. Okay, only the Iron Defender died that time. That's better. Now we got another swarm of these things coming. All right. Ooh, I hear Lost Soul. Great. Always use those. Okay. So now let's rebuild the dog. So we have a shock troop. And then you can repair the dog. I said you can repair the dog. Thank you so much for that. I can cast some heals on myself. Oh, F1. All right. Okay. There's still more of these things. Oh, these are flowers. Hopefully these flowers don't come and attack us. That would be bad. All right. I might have been firing those in the wrong order.
You've defeated the swarm of small but deadly creatures.
Okay.
Yet you can hear the sound of something crashing through the underbrush nearby.
Well, we're going to
Time
go over
deal
here
with
where
more of this
next to the
dinosaur
shrine.
incursion.
Because, you know what? I got a feeling we may need to be able to res ourselves. Okay. There's a Carnage Reaper over there. So we can wipe out from here. Come on. Do your jobs. Alright, we're going around and around and knocking them down. Oh, Carnage Reaper's back up. We're fighting him. We're gonna get him. I got a good feeling about this. I mean, not him. I'm marking him, so now he takes some extra damage. Let's see if we can make that count, because you only get 10 seconds of that damage vulnerability thing, so got to hit him as much as possible in that. And see, it's already worn off. Before I can even finish talking about it, it's gone. But we got him. And we only lost the dog. So we'll rebuild the dog. You heal up the dog, and after this, all right. How much? Well, you got no spell points. All right. Get these guys taken care of. I don't know how many of these little groups there are, but not as many as when you can pike them, they're not as bad as the others. Or kite them, not pike. If you could pike, you'd be standing there not taking any damage at all. That's what piking is. Standing out of the way of harm. The goal is to engage them while staying within running range of the shrine. It's a tactic. Especially when you don't have a healer, because you didn't plan well. Of course, the good thing too is actually if I could land some of these hits that actually do healing, that would be great. Okay, you're gonna like spend everything you got. And that's not as useful as you might think. Yes, I know that means we should go use the shrine. I don't remember how many more there are in this second wave. Look at the map. Oh gosh, there's a lot of them. Okay. Well, let's get those ones that are closest. Yeah, some of these groups are easier than others. All right. See, that's a big old group of raptors up there. So I'm going to wait till I get all my attacks back on. Don't you stop working. Okay. My touch portal. Let's see here. You know what? Yeah. Let's what we got. I'm gonna take Triang. Since his DC does not look like it's coming back. I'm gonna put this on. We'll put it on someone we know. Try to. Okay. Well, new follower. Thank you very much. Right. Enjoy that. Awesome. Okie dokie. Where were we? We're going to find... Whew, it's a bunch of raptors over there. I've only got the one shrine, so I got to be kind of judicious about this. F1, let's see if we can get some heals on before we... Let's just drink that. If ever there was a time to use one of those, it's now. These guys to die without going back to their little base area. If we can keep them engaged in combat, then they don't retract for being out of range of their start. So, all right, cool. That's one group down. And yeah, we really should go. Let's go to the shrine. Everybody can rest up and recharge. Because, you know, we kind of want to succeed, right? You know, actually accomplishing these is a good feeling. Yep. Nomad Dog is on Lamania. As in, it's tough. RPG is on Lamania. I don't know who else is. I think that might be all the, oh no. Keenan's on there as well, I think. That looks like a damp here. Or I wonder if it's open to everybody now. Might have to look into that. All right. We're going to finish this though. Okay, everybody use the shrine. What do you mean use it? I didn't use it yet. Oh, or maybe I did. Okay, did everybody else use it? Okay. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I probably should not have had the dog use it. Okay. Alright, so now let's buff up again. You give me that one. Then the dog gets blur and resistance and bark skin. Then you get blur and resistance and bark skin and shield. Then our scarecrow gets blur and resistance and bark skin. And our Feywild Muse gets blur and resistance and bark skin. I'm starting to sense a pattern. He gets his song too. Alright, so now let's go after these guys. I do like how this map actually has where they are. Alright. Got all the urns. Okay, let's see. Raptor bait's over there. I don't want the raptors to come in behind me. So we're going to actually deal with them intentionally. Remember if there was something to getting those map. They're on the other side of that mound, aren't they? Alright, let's see if we can... Oh no, it's not even raptors, is it? It's just flowers. We got those guys over there. Break all their stuff. Oh, those are raptors, yeah. Oh, do I hear a Reaper? Nope, lost soul. Great. Okay. I was worried if there was going to be another Reaper coming after us and maybe a Fear Reaper, but yay, it's not. You think it's Reaper, but it's not.
Yet a terrifying roar from nearby makes it clear that the battle is not yet won.
Okay, we gotta go. Yep. I don't want to engage more than one. Oh, that's a Famine Reaper. Great. That means we can't freaking get away, and we're dead. And there's no way I can get to that shrine from here. Yeah, I'm like 4 or 5 seconds away from that shrine. Okay, if I get my stone... Can't even pick out my stone. That's right. Nope. Yeah, that would be too cool. Alright. So I guess now we can go look at Lamania. Or see if it's open to us. Just another time that I should have brought a healer. Ooh, that was close. I wonder if that's... Nope. About 2 seconds away. I don't know if I can get my dog to do it. Can't even see it. Ah. This mechanic sucks. See if the dog can do it. If the dog can get there, then... Nope, the dog's right there with me. Okay. We're gonna release. And we're gonna call it a night. That close, just that close. Ever so much that, you know, hey. Let's go to Salt Marsh. It was fun though. It was a nice attempt. Got through Gianthold, Explorers, and Slayers. Made a dent in that. We're ready to go into the quests. We've got a level under our belt. We want to take it, but we'll wait. And got the chance to look at Lamania here in a bit, but I'm going to call it a night because I actually have to get to work early in the morning. And yep, first meeting starts at 8:30, which is less than 8 hours away, 8.5 hours away. So anyway, good night from the Jack Dragon Cave. Again, we'll see you on Tuesday or this coming Thursday again on Twitch, Trovo, Kick, Rumble, and YouTube. And appreciate you being here. Thanks for the likes, follows, subscribes. If you haven't already hit that button, please do. And we'll look forward to seeing you next time. Again on Thelanis. And let's see if there's anybody we can raid. As we go to ending. Great Nomad Dog. Again, give him a follow when you get there. It's free, doesn't cost anything, and it helps us all. So start the raid. Thanks again. Good night.